Well, Mark Regev is a senior advisor to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Good afternoon, Mr. Regev.
Good afternoon.
You heard the desperate plea there from the Palestinian Red Crescent that Israeli forces stop the shelling of the Al-Quds hospital along with the other medical complexes in Gaza. How do you respond to what she just said?
First of all, it must be remembered that the Palestinian Red Crescent is not like the Red Cross in the United Kingdom or in the United States. It's part of a structure. It's about as independent as the Soviet Red Cross was in the previous system in Russia. But to deal with the content, as you know, Hamas has established its command and control, its bunker system underneath hospitals. This is well known. This is documented. And in our attempt to defeat Hamas, we are forced to fight near hospitals, to deal with the very real terror machine that is Hamas.
Is it fair to say that nowhere now is safe in northern Gaza from the actions of the Israeli Defense Forces?
So our forces still differentiate, of course, between civilians and between Hamas terrorists. The latter are our enemy, and we have no intention of harming the former. And I would remind you that for over 3 weeks, we've been calling on civilians to vacate northern Gaza because we knew it would be a combat zone. And the truth is, hundreds of thousands of people, the overwhelming majority of residents of northern Gaza, have accepted our advice and have voted with their feet to move south out of the fighting. Some 800 to 900,000 people. And in the last few days, where we've opened up humanitarian corridors to allow people to leave, I think we had 50,000 people on each day. So that's another 100,000. And you have to ask, I think it's an important question, why is it that some people waited to the very end, to just yesterday and the day before to relocate? And the truth is that Hamas was preventing people from relocating. And only when our forces arrived and could prevent Hamas from coming out of their tunnels and inflicting terror and coercion on the local population were people actually free to leave. Some of them were being held up.
There is a more basic reality for the sick, isn't there, that they are simply unable to evacuate from hospitals. You can't really expect children on dialysis machines, such as are at the Rantisi hospital, to be evacuated on the roads, some of them by foot.
Understood. But I was just making the point that we have given people ample time to leave. For those who can't leave, I said, we continue to differentiate between Hamas terrorists and the civilian population. We're not attacking innocent civilians. Unfortunately, of course, Hamas has turned these medical facilities into a war zone by placing deliberately, it's a war crime what they've done, but deliberately placing their military infrastructure under these hospitals because they thought that would give them immunity.
But do you understand the deep unease that even your strongest supporters feel when they see footage of shells falling around hospitals or when they hear about patients on dialysis or on other critical treatments simply unable to be moved out of those hospitals?
Once again, we're not targeting the innocent civilians. But can I offer a word of caution about the pictures?
Sure.
Because this fighting has been going on for over a month now, and we have not seen a single picture, not one, correct me if you think I'm wrong, of a dead or injured Hamas fighter in Gaza. Now, either you can presume that Israel has not killed a single terrorist, or that we're only killing civilians, and either would be, of course, incorrect. The truth is Hamas is a coercive regime. Its ability to control what people say and what people photograph is clear. How else to explain the fact that you have not seen one picture, not one, of a dead or injured Hamas fighter?
Okay, I understand. Mark Regev, thank you very much. That was Mark Regev, a senior